Well, hi guys. Welcome back.
What are we on? Video 11, and we are talking about. Oh, go for it. You start us up.
Gosh. Well, I feel like, it's important to share our journey every month and pretty much every week with you guys because there's so much stuff going on, so many changes. It's amazing. So I feel that it's important for you to be involved since you're following us here. And here we are in our fourth month.
It is number 4.
Four, going into
Fourth
fifth. Gosh, so I have to say, the eating, I sort of lost my appetite. Let's start with the nutrition because that for me it's really crazy how body could change. So I was hungry the first.
Can I hold you up for one second?
Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna go. You were already gonna go there.
Yeah.
Just if you guys are just catching this out of context, she was eating like a savage the first
3.5 months.
3.5 months, like a savage. I mean, beyond. And you guys already know Mona's already savagey. You guys are like, where are you guys going?
They're running.
You guys leaving? All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Panda stays with us.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
She was eating like a savage, and now that has cut back a little bit, except for when I ask her to eat something.
Which is a little weird.
Because I'm dieting, and so I'm dieting extreme, and so I'm asking her to eat at times, like at bedtime and stuff, to make sure she has a good amount of calories in there.
Yeah, I love when it's like 7 p.m. and he goes, "Are you gonna have some pizza?" I'm like, "Are you kidding?" All right.
I do
I
do
guess
that.
I'm gonna have some pizza. Maybe a little ice cream after. But yeah, with the nutrition, it's amazing how body could change because, like you said, I'm an eater to begin with, so I was eating extremely a lot every hour. Now I feel like I'm not that hungry anymore, and asking other friends that went through this kind of process, they said that in a second trimester you kind of lose your appetite a little bit and then it comes back, which I didn't know. It's so many things that I learned as we go forward with the pregnancy. Yeah, but I thought something was wrong. I'm like, why am I not hungry? So now, Mr. O'Hearn, you could create a plan for me. Maybe I could stay with the plan.
That is what we've talked about.
Yeah.
We've talked about now at this
It
point
was hard to
is
stay on the plan, so now
Right.
now we could do it.
at this point now we're going to really incorporate into an eating plan where she's scheduled to eat. Now, with even that being said, if she does get hungry and it's not on the meal plan or it's not her time to eat, she will still eat at that point. So that's not wavered. But we're going to start training more now.
Yeah, we
It's
could.
the 4th month. This is the first month that we're actually going back to weightlifting. So there's a couple tricks here, though. What I'm doing is instead of, and again, I see the, and this is the reason why we're doing it. There's a couple different things, and when you're training and you're training really hard, there is less change in the body. And why that is because you kind of like train for 5, 6, 7 a year straight, and you're training all the time. Your body doesn't change a lot except those small little moments. And if you look at me and how I've done over the years, I change a very little bit, but I get a little bit better every year.
I was gonna say in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Now you go, well, wait a minute, I don't understand. If you take 3 months off and take your calories up, like Mona has done, there's gonna be a lot more and a bigger change to the body.
I'm gonna be a beast.
So she's going to be a beast. But I'm going to hold her back right now because I don't want her to jump in as we're having the baby and try to be a beast right now. So we're going to take another 3 months and we're going to moderately train. We're keeping our calories extremely high again and moderately train now where she's doing about 3 days a week of
3 days a week.
weightlifting.
I just feel like what we're doing at this point is like getting that blood flow
Yep.
to the baby, and I'm doing some stretching. I'm gonna incorporate. We talked about getting massages, maybe.
Yep.
So all these different things that it's supposed to help, with my back, my lower back, my legs, because the body is changing. So I'm putting on a little weight. I'm not gonna show you guys. It's not, it's not crazy, but for me it is because I've been in shape all my life. So just trying to put a pair of jeans on that it's not going on anymore.
She's changing. She's getting
weird.
bigger.
Yeah.
You put on 15 pounds?
Close to 20, I think.
20 pounds.
18.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, so the reasons why I'm kind of holding her back, get the meal plan good, is so that, again, we are focused on making sure the baby's healthy, the baby comes out great. Also, at that point, after we have the baby, that's when we're going to focus on getting in shape. We're not going to try to focus right now about you got to be in shape. We need to feed the baby. Blood flow is incredibly important, and then also making sure her back and her body is still functioning. Because I can't have her just laying on the couch doing nothing, because she's an athlete her whole life, and that's gonna run problems. So massages are coming into play now. Her nutrition plan is gonna be more on point, but training is gonna be about 3 days, right? Right? 3 days a week, and she does lift heavy for her. Relative to the exercise, but she's squatting, she's doing deadlifts, she's doing chest, back, everything with the guys still.
Still, yeah, obviously, like you said, not as heavy, but still heavy for someone that is pregnant.
You're still going heavy. You're still squatting 200 pounds, so it's just saying, you know.
Yeah.
And again, just for you guys that want to get in shape and want to stay in shape during pregnancy, my recommendation right now is to relax, mostly mentally relax, and allow your body to go through this change. We will get you back in shape after you have the baby. I am a big believer on less is more right now. Again, less exercise, making sure the nutrition is right, is better in the long run than us trying to force her to stay in shape right now.
Right.
And again, I think this is a big mental test, because like she said earlier, she is a Miss Universe. She's been in shape her whole life. So being now 20 pounds heavier than she's ever been, is a mind thing. And it's you got to really understand this. Allow it to happen. It's a beautiful thing. You're having a baby, but enjoy this time, this downtime. It is
a downtime for me.
Yeah.
It's so weird, because I read somewhere that one in every 8 couples have issues getting pregnant. So which I didn't know that. I didn't know. It's so much that I've learned. Like, obviously, before the process, we didn't want to have kids, from what I remember. So we didn't look into any of this. But reading some of the articles now, that I go online and I look up things, it's so many different things that you can see. So 1 in every 8 couples had issues. So I hope that I felt alone when you're doing it. You kind of feel alone, and it helped a lot talking to other people, like our friends that had processed, that done IVF, just to talk to them and texting them and asking information helped a lot. So I am so glad that we are doing this blogs for other people that are going through the same process, to see, and maybe if they experience the same emotions that I did, they actually have some more information moving forward with their pregnancy and know what's wrong and right and how to go about it. But I'm excited with the process so far, and
does
I'm
1 in 8 seem like a big number to you?
I think it is. Don't you think?
I think the other way.
Really?
Yeah.
1 in 8 couples
Yeah, I don't think that's a big number. I think that's a small percentage.
having problems getting pregnant?
I think it's relevant to what we went through, and when you go to over 40-year-old, I'm curious to see what happens when it goes over 40.
Okay, I'm gonna go online and look.
Yeah, I'm gonna look, because 1 in 8 is such a, that's actually a pretty good odd.
I know, to me,
Relevant. I'm just saying, when we were doing this, they were saying you got 20% chance of having a baby. 20%. That's not good.
No, you go there, they tell you 20%, and you go home with really no hope. You're like, 20%? What can I do with that? Because it's like nothing. And gosh, we went through it, and it happened, and here we are.
I'm sorry, I took you off subject, but I think 1 in 8 is great. I'm
Yeah.
just curious if that's over 40 years old. Because
I
I think that's
look into it, but-
what we're doing here is we're trying to talk to those older people that maybe didn't think about kids at such a young age. So there's that. You're now training 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
You're eating more. Food cravings. Anything?
It's interesting, but I stay on craving just fruit. I can't. Like, a lot of my girlfriends ask me if I eat sweets, or if you crave anything crazy. No. It's just
It's more of what you normally ate.
yeah, well, pretty much so. But the first, obviously, the first 3 months, it didn't matter. I craved everything. I passed by a hot dog place. I was like, oh, I need a hot dog, or whatever it was. Stuff.
I don't remember sweets though. I don't remember sugars, ice cream, banana
did,
splits.
Yeah, I did have some sweets, not a lot. I agree with you. It was definitely bowls of fruit. How much fruit did I eat every day? A lot. So I'm still on that. I still love, like, if a day goes by and I don't have any fruit, I feel like my body needs it. Like I crave fruit. So it's a good thing. It's,
Yeah, for me, I think one of the main things we talked about is we wanted to keep your protein high and good carbohydrates, and I love fruit, and it's a good carbohydrates. I haven't actually seen it, but we're not together 24/7, so I haven't seen the cravings for ice creams, and that's what I was hoping we didn't have, and the sugars and the candy
I
bars
don't
and all
really.
that
I mean,
stuff.
once in a blue moon I go because Mike tells me to. Pizza, go have the ice cream. So I get an ice cream or a pizza. But it's not like, wow, I really need to eat ice cream today. I don't have that craving.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything
I'm,
else?
I'm not. No, I'm just psyched that I'm feeling great right now, and I'm psyched that I'm back in the gym, and I could actually get on an eating schedule where I could have like an eating program because I felt like I was all over the place. So all these little things that it might not be important to other people, but it is to me. So working out and eating right.
I think just so you understand what her meal plan is now is we start out with eggs in the morning with some avocados and
Toast.
some toast.
Yeah.
Then we're off to train, and then she comes back, and we have, again, similar meals like
yeah,
that again.
I do like an egg sandwich on toast.
So a lot of
yeah.
eggs right now. She's getting her fats in with a lot of peanuts, peanut butter.
Yeah, but I eat steak. You saw me cooking yesterday, like a whole bunch of red meat. So I eat steak and chicken. I don't do fish. For some reason, it's not that I don't want to do fish, because certain fishes you could eat, especially if they're not raw and if they cook. But my body doesn't want any fish right now. I don't know why. So I'm just doing chicken and steak, a lot of steak, eggs, avocado, fruit. But my main proteins are chicken and steak.
So then after the second meal, again, like an egg sandwich, then you'll have steak, and I've seen you have your carbohydrates is rice, bread,
A lot of rice, yeah. Potatoes. I
and
like
potatoes.
Yeah.
So those are
A lot of
the
potatoes.
following up meals, and it's
Yeah.
again like she was saying, a lot of red meat relative to fish.
Yeah, I try to stay away from fried foods, even though if I go to, what's that, Popeyes, I'll probably eat the whole bucket of chicken. But I try to stay away from it. So it's not necessary to have it. Why have it? So I do everything baked and grilled. I cook everything in the oven. And then Icon Meals, obviously, that is sending food over. Their stuff is great, so I dig in that too. They sent me separate meals, as is burgers and Kobe burgers and chicken marsala and parmesans and stuff like that. So Todd and I, we have a different deal.
Gotcha. So after those afternoon meals with the steak and rice and potatoes, then she'll usually finish off with a dinner. Like last night, you had some pot roast.
No, I had pork chops.
Pork chops
And potatoes.
and potatoes. So there's still good sized
fruit, yeah,
meals,
yeah.
and then some fruit to finish off the evening, which I love that she does the fruit. Gives you that nice deep sleep, and allows you to get those good 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep, which is real important right now, mostly for her body, her recovery, and the baby. So those are the kind of meal plans that we have spread out throughout the day. Again, I don't see everything that she's eaten, but from what I see, the breakdown I just gave you is kind of the meal plan that she's staying with. And again, it's mentally the toughest thing right now from what I see. Again, from my side, I don't know about you. What's the hardest thing?
For me, gosh, I think that putting on the weight is the hardest thing, just because.
So the mental part of being out of shape.
That's the hardest part for me. Everything else I could deal with, but like we said in the past, and like I said in the past, I know I'm gonna put on weight, so I'm mentally ready for that. But still trying to, fit a certain clothes. Like I'm wearing your t-shirts right now because it fits better, more comfortable, And don't forget to lotion up every day.
We'll go more into that on the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for hanging.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good.
You're
too.
good,
Yeah.
Panda?
Oh, Panda's
Panda's
great.
good. She's been back here the whole time.
Yeah, she loves it here.
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
We'll see you soon.